In this video, we will review how to create staff and staff groups that utilize the Jonas Scheduler. First, let's take a look at staff groups. Staff groups allow you to set rules applicable to large numbers of staff at one time. A staff group is required when creating a new staff account, so it is highly recommended to set up your most common staff groups, for example, event staff, tennis staff, etc., before creating staff accounts. Select an existing group to make edits to it, or click New to create a new group. Many of the staff group settings can be overridden at the staff account level, so you will want to apply settings for a majority of the staff who will be part of this group, then override per staff account as needed. In the General tab, enter a description for the group with the max of 40 characters. Set the Scheduler option to Jonas Scheduler if this staff group will be scheduled for Jonas Time Tracker or any booking modules in Jonas Encore. If you need to create a staff group to utilize the Shift Manager Scheduler, watch the video titled Staff and Staff Groups for Shift Manager. If this group works on closed days, flag the Can Be Scheduled on Closed Days field, and ensure the active field is flagged. Use the Spa, Court, and Class Commissions tab to identify commissions for this group if applicable. Use the Appointment Booking tab to make this group available for appointment bookings and allow for this group to manage their schedules online if applicable. You can also manage the settings of how appointment activity types can be booked and what sort of commission plan staff belonging to this group are subject to. Use the Time Tracker tab to make this group usable in the Timekeeper module and configure options concerning staff menu access when clocking in or out and linking them to POS shifts if applicable. The Department/Jobs tab can be used to restrict a staff group to specific department and/or job codes using the eligible column in the respective subtab. You can set a default department or job code for this staff group if desired. For departments, you can also select a default time tracker facility. The Shifts tab can be used to restrict a group to specific shifts if applicable. Once you have configured all of the applicable settings, click Save and repeat this process to set up all applicable staff groups. Next, let's take a look at setting up staff. You will need a staff account for any staff member that will be clocking in and out from Timekeeper or that will be scheduled for booking modules using the Jonas Scheduler. Select an existing staff account to make edits to it, or click New to create a new account. In the General tab, enter the staff's first and last name. Optionally enter a display name with a max of 5 characters and identify the staff's gender for booking purposes. Select the applicable staff group and click on the book color to define the booking color to be used for the staff on booking screens within Jonas Encore. Don't forget to ensure that the active field is flagged. If this staff is linked to an Encore user, select that user from the dropdown. You can optionally override the staff group setting of whether the staff can be scheduled on closed days or not. Use the Address and Contact tabs to optionally fill out the staff's address details and contact information. Use the Dates tab to optionally identify the staff's birth date, hire date, and last date worked. Set the last date far into the future, for example 2050, if there is no last date at this time. Use the Spa, Court, Class, and Event Booking tabs to configure the staff's usage in these modules as an instructor or service provider. To configure the settings for the applicable module, make sure to flag the Can Be Booked field. Use the Appointment Booking tab to optionally override settings associated with the staff group that is assigned to the staff. You can also override Time Tracker settings. You can remove a staff from being used in the Time Tracker module, such as a salaried staff that doesn't need to track their hours. For staff that are not linked to an Encore user, enable the first 2 settings. Then, in the Login subtab, give the staff a login name and password for use in clocking in and out. You can also set up overrides for this staff account in the Department/Jobs tab and the Shifts tab. For example, if you would like to restrict this staff to specific shifts. Use the Notes tab to provide any additional information about this staff. Once you have configured all of the applicable settings, click Save, and repeat this process to set up all applicable staff. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for more how-to videos, and don't forget to subscribe.